Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the third freaking take of this. This is an episode of Standouts purchased. I was in a local store, a Wawa, today, and I was actually looking for one product, which was there, but I ran into one that I didn't expect to see, so I bought it. It is a seasonal can, and it is the Grizzly, which I will come back to in a moment. And then, because they had it, there was another product from Copenhagen that I actually use. So I grabbed it. Now, before I showed them a little bit better there, I did want to say that these, with the exception of the Copenhagen Straight, which I will probably look for because I like the product itself, these will probably be the last seasonal cans that I go out of my way to grab. The reason for that is, although I am sitting real good right now with product to review, real good actually, 6 dips, 2 dry snuffs, 1 snooze, 3 alternative products, and 5 chews. So right, obviously, probably through Christmas is good. I do see come January, I need to conserve money now. All right, I'm going into my off season for work, or my very, very slow season. So I got to keep in mind, longevity here, and come January or late January, things could start getting tight. So instead of putting money out on product that I'm probably not going to use just to show off as cans, I'm probably just going to stick to these right now. The second reason is that there are other channels that have already covered this product, channels that I am linked to, and I will tell you where to go to see those videos. So the first one, I was looking for the long cut wintergreen, which they did actually have, but I was surprised to see this. This is the wintergreen pouches. Now, the long cut has the buck on the front. This one obviously has a ram. It is a good looking can. I really, really like it. It's got the thin raised rim in American Stuff Company fashion. The word Grizzly is raised in silver, and the ram is raised. All right. The background is, I've heard people refer to it as camos. What I think it actually is, I think it is 2 overlapping scenics that are sort of in monochrome, if you know what I'm talking about, filter-wise for that. And I believe that's what that actually is. One of them's right here, and the other one is here, and they meet somewhere around that ram's neck and head. All right. I think I could be wrong, but having inspected the can, that's what I'm thinking it is. On the side, they have sort of the same type background, and they have their outdoor core, which is the outdoor. They actually do stuff. I mean, it is a sales vehicle technically, but they actually do a lot of good things. I have seen them over the years put in trash cans in public parks, stuff along those lines, like sort of conservation, limit damage type stuff. So that is the wintergreen pouches. Now, the reason why I snatched this one up instead of the long cut was because somebody already covered the long cut, number one. And number two, I have not done a what is it review of this yet. So this will be coming up again. I don't know where it's going to mix into the line. It depends on its code and the date codes on the other 5 dips, but it will be some time in the next few weeks. All right, so that's the one. Now, the second one I bought because I actually use the stuff. I am a Stoker's guy straight, but when I'm not dipping straight, I dip naturals. I really like at least, Stoker's natural, but it is not sold around me in stores. So what I usually buy is Copenhagen Long Cut. All right, so that is the second can. Now, Copenhagen Long Cut, the short format review of this has already been done. It was one of the first, but as I said, I use the product. All right. So that's basically why this one was grabbed. All right. Copenhagen is raised. Satisfaction since 1822 is raised, although it is not in bronze lettering. It is part of the etch graphic on the can. So you can sort of see it sticking up there, but it doesn't stand out like the Copenhagen. All right. Raised box rim like U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company products. All right. And on the side of this, they have their outdoor version of things, which I am not overly familiar with, but someone is, and he goes into detail with it. So if you want to see, now I've done this one and I've done the snuff. And if I find the Copenhagen Straight, because I like Copenhagen Straight, I will do it too. But if you want to see all 5 specialty cans, limited cans, whatever you want to call them, from Copenhagen, on my homepage, under my featured channels, I have it as aligned channels. Trey over at Snuff Strings has a video that he uploaded 1 week ago, and it covers all 5 cans. All right. It has the long cut, the snuff. He also has the straight, wintergreen, and mint. They all have a different graphic on them. All right. And he goes into this promotional deal that they have on the side. It would sound like, from what I remember from his video, it sounds like Copenhagen is, or U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company, is donating pretty large sums of money to outdoor conservation projects. All right, I think they're doing $100,000 to 4 different things, and then they are letting you vote at, I guess, their website on where to send another $600,000, so $1 million total. Which, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. I mean, that is a pretty big deal to the people that end up with that money. So you may want to check that out. But if you go to my homepage, aligned channels, Snuff Strings, all lowercase, Snuff Strings, one word, lowercase, video about a week ago, he has all 5 of the cans and goes over what the outdoor promotional thing is. All right. As for the Grizzly product, if you want to see the long cut wintergreen version, canned version with the buck, a close look at it, Berg's over at Berg's Dip Reviews, which I'm pretty sure everybody that has subscribed to me probably is already subscribed to him. But he just did a video, I believe it is 1 week ago also, and it may be the last video he uploaded. He gets a hold of the long cut wintergreen specialty can, and then he's showing it off. He decides to actually review the product because I guess he hadn't done it for a while. So he has a review of the can, showcasing the can and the product inside. Berg's over at Berg's Dip Reviews. He is also found on my homepage under Aligned Channels. Wayside Lee 83, which is also on that list of Aligned Channels, may very well have the same type of video about the long cut wintergreen product. So that was my acquisition for today. They're both good looking cans. I like them for different reasons, so I don't want to say which one. There's not one I like more than the other here. I think they both did a really good job. The Copenhagen, although out of these 2 particular ones, I don't know. I think the Grizzly pops out a little bit more just because the background color they used is so close to the bronze on the edge. But having seen the snuff version and whatnot, the whole line by Copenhagen looks really good. And the Grizzly product, I mean, they did a really nice job. Both companies did a nice job on this. If you see them, I mean, if they're reaching me here, I'm in a metropolitan area in the Northeast Corridor. So, I mean, if they're here, then they in all likelihood should be near you. For the Copenhagen, remember, check out Snuff Strings. He has a video on all the cans. And for the long cut wintergreen specialty can from Grizzly, Berg's Dip reviews. And possibly Wayside Lee 83. All these channels I am name dropping here are in my aligned channels on my homepage. I will be back shortly. I am working on something and I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but I will be back shortly. And I'm just glad I made it through this cut without accidentally hitting stop, because that's what I did the first 2 times. I do hope you all are well. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.